Keegan,
Yeah.
did we get any questions this week?
We got one question.
Woo!
Yeah. Just a reminder, our questions are going to be posted on our Instagram at Here's the Thing Sports on Instagram, or Here's the T Sports, I believe.
They'll find it.
Yeah. Trevor Danello sent in a
Or,
question.
sorry to interrupt, you can comment down in the comment section on our YouTube videos.
Yes, we love questions. We would love to have a whole question segment.
And make sure to subscribe and hit the notifications so you know when we post.
Yes.
So,
So we did have one question from our good friend Trevor Danello, big football fan, Cleveland
played
Browns.
football with him the other day.
Yeah, great.
It's fun stuff.
Yeah, Trevor Danello sent in, he would like us to give our way too early NFL end of season awards. So, Mike, my question for you, who is your NFL MVP for the 2021 season?
This is a tough one. It's really not. It's Patrick Mahomes. Come on. The Chiefs, they're going to be in the Super Bowl again. I'm talking to you, and I'm talking to you. I'm a Chiefs fan. They're going to be back. Mahomes going to lead the Chiefs back to another Super Bowl and put the team on his back. He's not going to be, he's on his revenge tour. You don't want to, we've seen Mahomes as the good guy who's going out to win games. We haven't seen him as the bad guy, revenge tour, going after Tom Brady. That's what's going to happen. He's going to have a hell of a season, and I think he's going to get the MVP.
Listen, I would love to see Patrick Mahomes take down Tom Brady because an 0-2 record against the GOAT is not a good look for him.
0-2?
Yeah, 0-2 in the playoffs?
In the playoffs. Okay.
Yeah, 0-2
in the playoffs. Yeah.
Yep. AFC Championship and the Super Bowl. All right, so my MVP is my MVP for the league is Justin Herbert, quarterback of the it's Los Angeles now?
The Los Angeles.
The Los Angeles Chargers.
Yes.
So Justin Herbert, MVP of the Los Angeles Chargers. He was the Pepsi Rookie of the Year last year and the AP Offensive Player of the Year. He was 6th in passing yards among everybody, and you really brought it.
Oh, look at that!
Hey!
We got some drinks.
Yeah, we got 2 12-packs.
All right. I'm totally keeping this in the video. What?
Yeah, say hi to the camera.
Oh,
We're recording Here's the Thing Sports. That's our good friend Nico. This is Connor.
Yeah.
sorry.
I don't even know if you can see me anymore.
Yeah, there we go. I'm definitely.
Alright.
So anyway, Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert lit the league on fire last year because he made people realize that Joe Burrow, probably not the best quarterback in that draft. I think it was sneakily Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert, the former quarterback for the University of Oregon. So many people were like, "Oh, Joe Burrow had that outstanding senior season at LSU," and they wrote off Justin Herbert. And I'll admit, I don't know, I thought Justin Herbert was overrated, but he's really not. He uses his weapons so well. He uses his big arm so well. He's got a great mind. And, he's won Rookie the year before. He's done this before. Patrick Mahomes, a second-year MVP. It's been done before in very recent history, and I think he can do it.
So I just want to add about Justin Herbert is the coaching for the Los Angeles Chargers. That cost them a few wins.
It did.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
That game, I look at the game against the Bills. They had like 5 chances to take the lead, and Anthony Lynn, what are you doing? I think with the better coaching staff that they'll have there in Los Angeles, I think they're going to be more competitive. They'll be competitive with the Chiefs for the top of the division. I do think they're going to be a playoff team this year because when we get into some of our other awards, I do have another player that belongs to the Los Angeles Chargers.
Yeah, and Brandon Staley, new coach of the Chargers, NBC Sports is saying that he's going to be the coach of the year. They're way too early top 5.
Yeah.
He's been around. He's been a defense coordinator for the Rams. He was assistant coach for the Broncos and Bears. So he's never really worked with a quarterback of Justin Herbert's caliber. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that plays out.
Oh, for sure. So Keegan,
Yeah.
moving down the list,
Yeah.
who do you have as your offensive player of the year?
So my offensive player of the year typically goes to a quarterback, but the past 2 years it's been other guys. It's been Michael Thomas and Derrick Henry. So I'm going this year with Stephon Diggs of the Buffalo Bills. Stephon Diggs elevated Josh Allen, his quarterback's game last year, to heights that a lot of people didn't think were possible. And I think because of that, he's just going to keep getting stronger. He's going to keep making Josh Allen look better. And people are saying Josh Allen is an MVP candidate. He can't do that without Stephon Diggs. So for that reason, he's my offensive player of the year. Yours.
You chose the ex-Viking. I'm going to pick the Viking. I'm going to go with Dalvin Cook,
Okay.
the running back for the Minnesota Vikings. So, here's the thing. Kirk Cousins, not the greatest quarterback. I think everyone knows that. He's good. He can be a good stat guy, big stat guy. But
I love stats. Huge stat guy. Huge.
so when you look at the end of the day, he may have a game where he throws 85% and has 3 touchdowns and no picks. Could be against the Bengals, but that's besides the point. Dalvin Cook brings something that I don't think any other team has, and that's somebody who can go out of the backfield. Now, hear me out here. Go out of the backfield, good pass catcher, and can run straight up the gut, which is what the Minnesota Vikings love to do. My dad is a Vikings fan, and he complains when they go first down, run up the middle. First down, second down, run up the middle. Third down, pass, incomplete, punt. That was kind of their motto when Adrian Peterson was kind of on the decline. But Dalvin Cook, he's explosive. I love the open field Dalvin Cook. Who's going to catch him? Nobody. He's quick. He's got moves. And as far as I'm concerned, only got maybe a couple injuries, nicks, but he can stay healthy, and I think he's going to power the Vikings to possibly a division win.
I think Dalvin Cook is a great pick. He was huge last year, and he put up, fantasy I think is honestly a very good measurement of how players are performing.
For sure.
And his fantasy numbers were 40 points week after week last year.
Because he's the double threat, just like any other guy, just like Nick Chubb. You got
CMC.
Yep, Christian McCaffrey, and even throw Derrick Henry in there. I know they like to just run him up the middle, but if you can catch a ball and you can get in the open field.
Yeah, and Dalvin Cook, not the biggest guy. He's same height as Alvin Kamara. He's 5 inches shorter than Derrick Henry, and he's weighing in at 209. Alvin Kamara 215, Derrick Henry 238, Nick Chubb 227. So he's a smaller guy, but that helps him because he's elusive. Now to the other side of the ball. Do you have anything else?
No. I was just gonna say, as small as he is, he's not afraid when the Vikings say, "Go run up the middle."
Yeah.
He runs up the middle.
That's great. Now to the other side of the ball, defensive player of the year. Who do you got? Quick.
Defensive player of the year, I have Joey Bosa, the defensive end for the Los Angeles Chargers.
Okay.
So we touched on the Chargers, how Justin Herbert's going to lead them to be a better team, and better coaching is going to lead them to be a possible playoff team. I think they're going to be a playoff team. Joey Bosa, other side of the ball, going to take care of business.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to go after the quarterbacks. He's going to, when the Chargers have leads, because they didn't have that many last year. They were playing from behind a lot, and the coaching was pretty bad. But I think playing ahead most of the time, most of their games this year, maybe not against the Chiefs, but most of the time, the defense is going to hold up, and they're going to prevent scores, especially when they're winning.
Yeah, and I think the other big thing, like I said with Brandon Staley, former defense coordinator for the Los Angeles Rams. And who's on the Los Angeles Rams? The reigning defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. So I think Brandon Staley has a good opportunity to use that expertise with Bosa and make him even better.
Yeah.
My pick, personally, for the defensive player of the year is NBC Sports agrees with me. TJ Watt, number 9. He, in his 4 years in the NFL, he's made 3 Pro Bowls and 2 All-Pros. He is just waiting for it. He led the league in sacks last year, and he was an integral part of that Steelers defense. I think TJ Watt gets some media attention, but not enough that he deserves, especially being the brother of JJ. But JJ's time's over. His window's closed. I think maybe he'll have an okay season in Arizona, but it's TJ time, and I think TJ Watt with 8 forced fumbles in 2019, and then last year in tackles for loss he had 23, led the league. So in tackles for loss and sacks, which are probably two of the most important, things that you can do for a team to lessen the impact of their offense, he was number one, sacks and tackles for loss. So I think it's just his time to finally step up and make that transition into elite defensive player of the year.
Definitely a great pick. I just want to add something. People might not like what I'm about to say, but J.J. Watt, kind of tired of hearing his name all the time on the playing field. I mean, he's hurt all the time. I watched the game. I swear they said J.J. Watt's name every single play, and he wasn't even on the field. So that's just me. I don't know. But T.J. Watt, definitely like to hear a better Watt, or an up and coming Watt.
Yeah.
So good pick for you for sure.
Now I'm going to stay with Pittsburgh here because now we're going to go rookie of the year. My offensive rookie of the year is Najee Harris, the running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers, a very new running back. Why I think he's going to be the offensive rookie of the year? I think his importance to his team is more than anybody else, and I think he can handle that pressure. He is a former Alabama Crimson Tide. He can handle pressure. He's playing behind Ben Roethlisberger, the least mobile quarterback in the league, and a guy who's 20 years older than any other quarterback in his division. I mean, he's playing with 20-year-olds, and he has to be 70 years old. So I think Najee Harris, being a running back for an immobile quarterback, is going to be huge. The value is going to be immeasurable, and I think that he wins it.
Yeah, that's definitely a good pick. I mean, the Steelers kind of struggled towards the end of the year with finding their running back, which one of the reasons, many reasons why they struggled in the playoffs, but one of the reasons why down the stretch they weren't able to solidify a good ground game.
And Mike Tomlin loves a running game to take that pressure off of Ben.
So I'm going to go with, what are we on?
We are on offensive rookie of the year.
Offensive rookie of the year. I'm going to go with the tight end, Kyle Pitts.
Okay.
The Atlanta Falcons picked him up. I just look at the Falcons as a team that's had good tight ends. They had Tony Gonzalez, great tight end.
Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer. And then, probably not so on the radar was Austin Hooper. He performed in 2016 through 2018 for the team. But I like Kyle Pitts. I think he's going to do good things. Matt Ryan, they lose Julio Jones. Matt Ryan's going to have someone to go to. I think it's going to be Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, and I mean, Kyle Pitts is going to be huge for them simply just because of his size. I mean, he's a 6'6", 240-pound man running on that field with wide receivers. I think as a blocker, as a skill player, he's going to be great. I mean, people were touting him out of the University of Florida as the best player in the draft. Now to the other side of the ball, Trevor, you're going to like what I'm going to have to say, is that I considered Jeremiah Asawu-Koromoa for my defensive rookie of the year simply because I got to stick my Fighting Irish. I love Notre Dame. He's a great linebacker for them. However, Trevor, you're not going to like this because he's not my pick. My pick for defensive rookie of the year, I got to go with my hometown boys, Azeez Ojulari from the New York Giants, former Georgia Bulldog. He's an outside linebacker, which is what the Giants desperately need this year. They have a crappy secondary, but that second level with the linebackers also struggling. He can be an edge rusher, he can cover guys, he can intercept, he can sack. He's so versatile, and I think for that, especially playing on a Giants team that's going to rely on him heavily. And I mean, his draft stock was high. They're saying he's a guaranteed starter within 2 years. I think he's a guaranteed starter this year, and I think he wins the award.
That's definitely a good pick, Keegan. I agree with you on that. Defensive rookie of the year.
Yep.
I have Peyton Turner, defensive end for the New Orleans Saints. I think he's going to complement Cameron Jordan in the entire defensive line. I think he's going to be fantastic. The Saints, with the loss of Drew Brees, they're going to have to rely more on their defense. I know they have before because Drew Brees getting older, still sharp, but the offense was kind of just relying on Kamara and Michael Thomas. And Michael Thomas out most of the year. Last year, the defense is going to have to step up again this year. And I think that's a great addition for them, and I think he's going to perform very well for the team.
Yeah, and I think if there were any holes in the Saints defense, it wasn't in their secondary, it was in their front line.
Mm-hmm.
And I think with Cam and Jordan getting all the attention, you're really going to see the opposite edge of that get put on display and hopefully get in the backfield a lot.
Yeah.